Hey y'all, it's Fortune Frankly and welcome to Fortune Frankly Fridays, where we do DIY home decor and more. So this video started out with me wanting to use the Rotary tool that I have. This is actually my first time using it. So I was like, why not do it on camera? And expand my skill set so I can put on my resume, things like that. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed and that has watched my videos. And it's really cool to see people are like awaiting the next episode, like a TV show. Netflix coming soon. Can you imagine me on a Netflix show? Y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready. With that being said, let's get started. For this first project, we are making a keychain. Currently on my keychain, I have chains that are literally like from the 2000s. I also have a picture of myself, just in case my key gets lost. So I might need to give it a little update. But for this project, you'll need clay, not Clay Jensen, a circular cutout, a key ring and some jump rings, and a rotary tool. Starting with our clay, I'm just going to lay it on some parchment paper so it doesn't stick, and I'm going to break off a piece so that we can work this into a sheet of clay. Now, if y'all remember from my turning garden supplies into home decor video, this is the clay from the Dollar Tree. It's air dry clay, it looks like a beautiful color. Oh, I was ready to use this, but it's crumbly. By using the warmth of my hands and a little bit of oil, I actually was able to make this a usable type of clay. I'm basically going to fold the oil into the clay and make sure it's pretty evenly distributed. And I'm going to use this spatula that I got from the Dollar Tree. Then I'm going to use this acrylic rolling pin to flatten out the clay. And I actually got this one from Shein. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to punch out the keychains using a cap from one of my foundation bottles. We got to get a little creative here. Come on. Before we set it off to dry, we're just going to punch some holes using a toothpick or a skewer so we have a space to put our rings through. Now for the decoration. I'm going to do this like abstract design, and I'm going to draw it with a pencil first. Can y'all see that? That's ridiculous. Let's zoom in a little bit here. When you're working from home, you're in a meeting on your laptop and someone is sharing their screen and you can barely see what's on the screen. Zoom in. Just wanted to get that off my chest. After scribbling down this marvelous masterpiece on my clay, I'm going to go in with my rotary tool and actually carve out the lines. And what it basically does is just like shaves the clay down. The clay did go like everywhere, and I did wear a mask for this. So if you don't already have a mask for whatever reason, that's a sign. That's a sign. And then I'm going to go around the edges with a sanding bit just to give that a smoother finish. I told you this gets sandy. Look at that. Look at that. I'm about to be a whole new color. Sanding it down. All around town. So I tried to put my jump ring through, but of course the clay was too thick. I don't see that as a problem, but the jump ring could not accommodate. I was not about to get new jump rings, so I had to shade that clay down. But she's still thick. She's still there. And then I was able to put my jump ring through without any issues. So I put 2 jump rings and then I attached that to the key ring. I thought this was looking a little too plain, so I decided to paint it. And this is how it came out. For project numero dos, we were initially going to use the rotary tool to do an etching on glass, but I was doing research. I found a thing called etching cream and saw that it was pretty expensive. So I said, no ma'am, thank you. I will use my rotary tool. But then the Dollar Tree had my back and I found some etching cream for $1. So I'm gonna use that instead because it's much easier. For this project, you'll need any type of glass and some etching cream. Starting with our glass and a Sharpie, I'm gonna actually just draw out my design and I'm gonna do the phases of the moon. You know, was that something y'all learned in school, like the waning, waxing, crescent, blah, blah, blah? I could never remember the phases of the moon, but all I knew was that the circle got smaller and then it got bigger again, okay? And that the tides changed with the moon. After I sketch my moon phases out, I'm going to clean it up with some alcohol, just so I know where to put the etching cream. Then I'm going to go in with my etching cream and apply that to my moon shapes. Be sure to wear a mask and some gloves with this. Etching cream is very acidic and it can actually burn you. Plus, it has a really potent smell. I'm gonna leave the cream on here for about 15 minutes before I wash it out. And you wanna make sure that you keep your gloves on when you do that. And this is what it's looking like so far. The etching cream basically eats away at the layers of glass to leave this kind of frosted look. And it's actually a very old technique that a lot of people in history have done very cool things with. So you should check it out. Now you can totally leave it like this, but I did want to try something a little extra. I'm going to take some dimensional fabric paint. This is like a clear crystal kind of sparkle paint. And I'm going to paint that over where we left the etching cream. I felt like this went with the moon vibe. Just kind of sparkly, subtle, moon-like, crystal, magic, all the buzzwords. I'm not necessarily sure if this is dishwasher safe, but if it comes off, you still have the etching that was left there. And here's how it came out. For our third and final project, we're going to be using our rotary tool to do some wood carving. This one will make you feel like Geppetto, for real for real. For this project, you'll need a wooden spoon, a rotary tool, and some wood stain. Starting with our spoon, is it just me or are y'all getting flashbacks? Because I remember being hit with a wooden spoon. It wasn't just me. I'm going to draw a design on the actual scoop part of the spoon. And with my magnificent illustration skills, I'm going to draw a rainbow and some mountains. I'm also going to do some dots on the handle itself so it doesn't feel left out. Then I'm going to use my rotary tool to carve my design into the wood. Wear a mask, y'all, wear a mask. In addition to feeling like Geppetto with a Pinocchio about to come to life, I also felt like a tattoo artist. The sound was there, the design was there, my hand was steady. You know, I feel like I could do it, y'all. I feel like I could do it. So I used a pretty pointy bit to get through these details, and then I used a circular bit to carve these holes. Then I'm going to cover the entire thing in a wood stain. And this is the color Early American by Minwax. And I'm just going to do one layer, let it sit for a while, and voila! Hey, welcome back. So I have to say my favorite project from this video is definitely those keychains. Just because I think they're very versatile and I would probably wear those as earrings. I know I've made like a ton of earrings on my channel, but I really like earrings, you know? But I'm curious to know, what was your favorite project from this video and what do you think you'll be trying out next? If you're feeling lucky, you can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And if you're not feeling lucky, I'm so sorry, but I hope to see you again in the near future. I hope everyone is staying safe out there, and as always, thanks for watching.